What's up guys, here, and I'm here on the Pokemon Showdown server, bringing you some PS Live. I'm going to do a session for you guys today. It's been a huge a long while really I should say, since I last actually brought you some Pokemon content, because I've been doing LPs and making the use of my capture card and whatnot. But today looking at the team, I'm using this Mega Hera bounce team, which I believe was made by CTC, and it's been running around a lot lately, especially it seems though Mega Heracross is so good now. Ager's been banned. Same for Mega Medicham, their usage is going to skyrocket up in my opinion. So looking at his team, it has been running around recently like I did mention, and I actually do really like it. And however, Assault Vest Azumarill, very good indeed. Really do love his sets, becoming one of my favourite sets. Short Beat Talonflame, just so we don't take too much recoil. And obviously we have the Roost. Swords Dance is such a good set, and not used too often, because obviously choice banding and whatnot. And then next we have our Landorus T, physical defensive for rocks, the more special defensive Ferrothorn with knockoff. Then we have the threat himself, Mega Heracross, SD Heracross, with obviously Moxet. And then finally we have Latias to defog Rocks Way for our Talonflame, and obviously HP Fire. Just because Bishop, Ferrothorn are quite a problem to his team, so we do obviously have Latias with HP 5 pass. So let's just get straight on looking for a battle. Like I said, it has been a while since I brought some Pokemon content, because I've been doing LPs on my channel. Just like I said, making use of the capture card, because that's what my channel is. I like to do, obviously our main Pokemon and Wi-Fi battles is the main content, but I like to do LPs and stuff. But here we are, and this guy looks like he has a pretty threatening team indeed. Here's a Mega Pinsir. Going to be a problem, going to need to keep Talonflame around for long run. There's his own Talonflame. I do want to get on my rocks, but okay, he's put that time on already, but that's fine. I think who I'm going to lead out with is actually going to be my Azumarill. Assault Vest Azumarill is actually going to lead straight off with his Escadrille. Here, I'm not too sure how much Iron Head does. I believe I can live. Yeah, I'm definitely sure I can live, but who's he going to switch on into? It really doesn't have too many switch-ins, to be perfectly honest. I mean, do I want to play it riskier right off the bat? I'm just going to go for play rough. And he's actually just going to set up his rocks, which is fine, but that's a little unfortunate, as I was obviously expecting switching out there. Maybe it's the Sash lead Excadrill, which will explain a lot. So do I just want to go for play rough again, or will he stay in expecting me to be choice banded? So I'm just going to go for Waterfall here. Now he does in fact switch, go straight on to his Landorus T. Very nice for me, as I'm going to do a solid 75% despite being at -1, which is great for me. So I'm actually guessing, based on how much that did, this thing to be potentially Scarf. Just because his Excadrill is obviously running rocks. So I think I'm free to just knock off here. And knock off whatever he wants to. It's probably going to U-turn out. I really don't see him staying in, because I could just Aqua Jet. So I don't actually see him staying in at all. So I think I'm just going to go straight for that knockoff. He actually does go for the U-turn. I guess willing to risk the Aqua Jet. But that's perfect fine, as I'm able to just knock off an item on any of his pokes. He doesn't have too many switch-ins for my Azumarill. So Assault Vest Azumarill is such a problem, and yeah, it's one of my favourite sets currently. And let's just see what he wants to switch into. I mean, it could potentially switch on into Kyurem B, but then again, what can he really do to me? So yeah, he doesn't really have any switching. So knockoff is my safest play. He could potentially go back out into Escadrille, but then again, he might not want to risk a obviously a Waterfall. And he will need his Escadrille to Rapid Spin at my potential rocks. But he's just going to go out into his Latios. Fine by me, because I do a solid 72%. Knock off that Life Orb. And I'm pretty sure I can actually live in a hit. Well, I do know I can live in it, because I am, of course, Assault Vested. So I'm just safe to go for a knockoff again. And just take this thing out as we go straight for that Side Shock. Eating it up and able to take out that huge threat is at Latios. So that's fine by me. So Azumarill, Assault Vest Azumarill putting in so much work. And let's see what he's going to go into now. Potentially, he could go out into his Talonflame just for a revenge kill with a Brave Bird. But at the same time, we'll have to wait and see. I do need to get off the rocks off of my side of the field as soon as possible. So if I can just potentially bait in his Landorus seems to be Scarf. I could potentially defog off against his Kyurem B, but then again, I don't like things potentially set up a sub. I do have my Landorus for his Excadrill, so do I still need my Azumarill right now? I don't want this thing to get off a sub, and I could just sack it, go out into my Latias, threaten him out and go straight for the defog. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight for play rough. I don't want him to set up a sub, and he's just going to take out my zoom reel. So I will just go out into my Latias like I did mention, and I'm going to click that defog. Just want to get these rocks off my field, and or would going for the Draco be the safest play? Just because he has no switch-ins to my yeah, Draco is definitely the safest play. What we're talking about, he has no switch-ins to this thing, only his extra drill, and I can just defog away them the following turn, and he has really nothing to he cannot really touch me. So I'm just going to go for the defog right now. As he's what's he going to go for? He's just going to go straight for Iron Head. That's perfectly fine. And what I can just do is I can potentially roost. No, I'll just kill him, and I won't be able to set up his rocks. So I'm just going to go for HP fire and keep the rocks off the field. So that's fine by me. So Latias putting in work, and it can go out into his Talonflame now. He's actually going to go out into his Landorus. If I go out into my, it could potentially set up. Could go into it with my own Landorus. Let's just see. If I go into my own Landorus, yeah, my own Landorus is definitely the best play. And there's no thought it's going to bring his Kyurem again. Then I can get a free switch on into my Ferrothorn. But actually predicts that very nice. Just go straight for that HP Ice. So nice play on his part. I'm getting predicted right now. So let's just see. I'm just going to go out into Ferrothorn. He's just going to go for HP Ice again, of course. Here's Scarf. And what I can do is I can knock off again, or I can pull a double. What's his most likely switch to go into? I think I'm just going to Gyro Ball might be my best play. I think I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball. See what he wants to switch on into is actually go straight on into his Pinsir. So a solid 41%, so not too bad. And I think what I'm just going to do is I'm pretty sure close combat will kill. And do I need this still? I kind of need it for his Kyurem. But then again, I think I'm just going to go straight for the Gyro Ball. Let's just go straight for that close combat. It doesn't kill. Try to get that Moxie boost, and it's going to be enough to take him out. I was a little unsure on the damage calcs there, but thankfully it worked out fine. And down goes his Pinsir. Didn't even Mega Evolve up trying to be greedy and get that Moxie boost. So Ferrothorn putting in that work. He's probably just going to go out into his Talonflame as he does. And I don't want this thing setting up, of course. So, but at the same time, I think I'm just gonna Leech Seed. As it just goes straight for Brave Bird, and I do apologise, the lag was crazy there. Yes, I do apologise about the lag on Showdown. Not my fault, but at the same time, what can you do? So just gonna go for the Protect, just to stall a little bit. You guys know how it works. Just get a little bit more HP. So he's gonna be taking more damage from Leech Seed and Iron Bars Recoil, despite him being a leftovers variant of Talonflame. Just gonna go for the knockoff now. As he goes straight for that Flare Blitz, just gonna take me out, which is fine because he will take recoil from Flare Blitz and is a and I'm Bob. Sorry, I was just thinking then, can I'm at -1? Can I take that thing out? I'm just gonna go out into a Talonflame. It's my only problem, my only play at this point. So I'm just gonna go straight for that Brave Bird. And I'm just thinking, can the Short Beak -1 Talonflame take Landorus out at 25%? I'm pretty sure it can. So he's actually just gonna switch, just use this thing as Intimidate Pod, and it does take it out, which is fine for me. And now he's going to go out into his Kyurem. I'm not too sure how much this Brave Bird will do. And at the same time, I could just fodder off my Landorus. Yeah, I'm just going to fodder off my Landorus. Is my better play to make, just to get a free switch into my Latios. Yeah, sorry, Latias. Just drop the Draco and score a kill, basically. So I'm just going to go for the Draco Meteor right now. And he pretty much has to sack either his except it turns out to be Scarf, so he bluffed that very nicely indeed. Which is rather unfortunate for me. But at the same time, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I should just be able to take it out. with close combat. So it was in the back of my mind that it could potentially be Scarf, but seems though he was actually running Scarf Landris T. I was not expecting him to be running 2 Scarfs on same team, which is a little unusual. But do I lose here? I'm not quite sure. I think I have to sack my my Talonflame at this point. Can Heracross leave a hit from this? He should be able to leave a hit and retaliate back with a CC. I could potentially do a calc, but I think I have to definitely sack my Talonflame here if I'm in order to win. And it seems like he's probably doing a calc right now. He's taking his time, which is a little unfortunate. So, I mean, I guess I will pause until he makes his move. Okay, so he's finally made his move, and yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and sack Talonflame. And to see what he wants to lock himself into, we'll just go straight for that Fusion Ball. I'm pretty sure I can live a Fusion Ball from Heracross. And just going to go straight for close combat, and this should seal the game. Mega Heracross is a huge threat, should be more than enough to wipe out his Kyrie on black. And yeah, he's just taking his time. I didn't do a calc, but I'm pretty sure I can live a Fusion Ball. I think he did a calc to see if he could kill my Heracross at -1, which wasn't the case because obviously I sacked Talonflame, which was my better play to make if I'm in order to win. And yeah, he's just taking his time again. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure as to what he's thinking. He's just going to go for that Fusion Ball. I do live, eating it up, and just able to take him out. So that was a pretty decent first game, close 1-0. Mega Heracross putting in that work. He's complaining about that crit. Did that crit matter? I have no idea, but looking at my points, I've decayed a lot after not playing. But let's just hop into another. We're currently at what, 12 minutes, so we'll hopefully find another, and found one relatively quick. And it looks like he's using an offensive Sand Mega Hera team. So we're looking in terms of lead. I think I just want to go ahead and lead off with... do I just want to lead off with Zoom Reel again? I'm just going to go ahead and lead off with Zoom Reel. He's actually lead straight off with Mega Hera. I should be able to leave any hit unless he's running Bullet Seed. But at the same time, is that common these days? Hopefully not. I really am not sure. I could just go into my Landris and not risk anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go straight into my Landris T. Try and set my rocks. Is he just going to reveal the Rock Blast? Which is fine. I can eat that up relatively well. Going to take around about, I don't know, just under 30%, and just going to go ahead and set my rocks. He does obviously have an Escudero on his team, but do I want to set my rocks, or do I just want to go for the U-turn? No, I want to set my rocks. I'll just set them up. I can force him to spin later on. He's just going to go out into his own at Landris, and I should have gone for the U-turn basically, is what I'm trying to say. And he's going to be able to go for his rocks now, which is a little unfortunate. But I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn. I'm not sure whether to go straight out into Latias, just because nothing really wants to take a Draco, but he does have a Tyranitar, and obviously the Escudero. And I don't want to get trapped by his T-Tar if he is running Pursuit Tar. So I could just go out into this, my Zoom Reel. Don't really have any switchings for that other than his Rotom W. But then again, I can potentially knock off its leftovers. So I'm just going to go into my Zoom Reel now. And yeah, I do apologise for the slow plays here. Just going to click knock off. I really have no reason not to. I don't think he'll stay in, as he does actually go straight for EQ. So this man's real, as I'm able to knock off his Rocky Helmet, in fact. And that's going to hurt a lot, so I'm going to be forced to Aqua Jet at this point. He's probably going to switch, yeah. Should have predicted that and gone straight for the play rough. Should have been real, but that's a nice play on his part. And what I'm going to do is just... Should I sack my Zoom Reel now? So this is rather unfortunate. He definitely made the better of the plays there. I think I'm just going to sack the Zoom Reel now. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and sack this thing. To the Volt Switch. I probably should have gone for the Aqua Jet just to get a little bit more HP. But on the off chance he wanted to, I don't know, maybe go for a Willow. I wanted to get as much damage on that thing as I possibly could, so I am just going to go straight for the CC. Or do I want to go for the rock? No. I think I'm just going to go straight for the rock blast. Predict that Landorus 2 coming in. As in it comes, so hopefully, I'm not too sure how much this is going to do. And should be enough to actually take it out, which is great. So down goes the Landorus, and hopefully I can defog and get rid of those rocks. Out comes his Latios now. Just going to make the switch into Ferroform. As see what he wants to go for. Most likely just going to drop a Draco. Yep, there we go. Eating it up, and I can just actually... Ferroform is a big problem to his team. He only really has his Mega Hera. I can just go for the... Leech Seed, or double out into Latias. And then go for the defog. Then again, Latias... Yeah, no, that's the better play to make. Just going to double out into Latias, predicting the Mega Hera, go for the defog. And he's most likely just going to go straight out into his Tyranitar, which is fine, but at the same time, I do have my Talonflame to check his Mega Hera regardless. So I'm just going to go for the defog now. Just get rid of these rocks. As he's actually going to stay in, just go straight for that Pin Missile, predicting the defog, which is a good play on his part. But this does give me a free switch into Talonflame. So I'm just going to go out into that. And then once again pull a double back into Heracross. Just predicting the Tyranitar switch to come in. And then I can potentially... my safe play is just to go straight for the CC. It will do a lot of damage to his Latios. He's actually just going to decide to sack his Tyranitar, which is fine. It was his better play to make my Latiasis dead. He has no reason to keep that thing around. Gets a free switch in this thing. Is it risking a speed tie, or I can just go out into my Landorus? Do I need my Landorus? I do need my Landorus still. This is going to be a problem just because his Escadrille is going to be a problem, but I'm just going to make the switch into Landorus and just get off that Intimidate, and it actually goes for a Swords Dance. Should have stayed in and gone for the CC, easier to say that afterwards, and this is going to be a problem. I do need to get damage off on this thing. What don't I need? Do I need my Mega Hera? I mean, I'm not sure I can live at the range of HP. Can I live in EQ? I'm not sure at this point. Because Latios checks me easily enough. Can I live a hit? Speed tag against the Mega Hera. I can potentially do damage, so I'm actually just going to stay in. Hopefully this is the best play to make. As he actually outspeeds, and I should be able to live and just get off an EQ, which looking back at it is yeah, I should have sacked my Mega Hera. Definitely not the best play to make, as I needed my Landorus for his Escadrille, so I kind of choked there, which is a little unfortunate, as I actually wasn't expecting him to outspeed. But yeah, what am I talking about? Of course he outspeeds, he's max speed. And I'm just going to go out into this now. And I guess I have to Brave Bird. He doesn't really need his Mega Hera now, so I'm just going to Brave Bird. I was actually just decided to keep going to Route Wash. I was seriously debating whether to double on up into Pharaoh. Should be able to live a hit and just SD up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Expecting a Volt Switch. Because it does just Volt Switching out there. It does a whole lot of damage, mind you, but at the same time, here comes his Mega Hera now. And if I Roost... Nah, I'm going to have to go for Broke. Just go for that Brave Bird to get rid of this thing. And that's a little unfortunate. And he's going to go back into Rote Wash, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure how much a Hydro Pump will do, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Roost. He's just going to go for that, and it unfortunately is going to be enough to knock me out. A little unfortunate there, but it looks like we have lost the game. So we're just going to go for Leech Seed. His Escadrille is the problem, as well as his Latios, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I do apologise, it is raining outside, you might be able to hear it. Hopefully you can't hear it on my mic, that would be really bad. But yeah, I made a series of bad plays looking back at it. I was just going to go for that Willow just to get that residual damage. Best play to make, to be perfectly honest. And I'm pretty sure I've lost. So just going to go ahead and go for the knockoff right now. He's just going to Volt Switch. And let's see what he wants to go into. Probably is Escudero on the spam EQ. As he is exactly what he's going to do. And that knockoff did pretty much nothing. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I'll just go for Leech Seed again. Is he just going to be able to spam EQ and yeah, win the game? Because even if I can leave with my Mega Hera, his Latios does come in and just wins the game. And yep, like I said, I did make a series of bad plays, but I guess you can blame it on rustiness, or I don't really know what. Oh, I do actually outspeed his Escadrille, which is nice. But like I said, he will be able to take me out now. So close to 2-0. I'll give him a GG. And how long will we be coming on for? We've only had 2 battles. I think we can get one more. Hopefully squeeze one more in. And looking at his team, he's running a very fat looking team. Here's a Hippo, here's a T-Tar, here's a Blissey, here's a Ferrophone. And it's probably going to have the potentially Mega... Nah, it won't be Mega Garchomp. It potentially could be. What am I saying? So in terms of lead, he could potentially lead out with his T-Tar or Hippo. Who do I want to lead off with? I think I'm just going to go ahead and lead off with a Azumarill again. He actually leads off with his Hippo. He's just going to be able to get up his rocks. So do I just want to knock off his left ears, pull switch into Latias, and go for Defog? I'm just going to go for the knockoff, just get rid of his leftovers, or his Smooth Rock, as he actually just goes straight for the Whirlwind as opposed to going for the Stealth Rocks. Maybe he's not running on this thing, but that's fine. What I'm going to do is actually just go into my own Landorus then and actually get on my rocks. Just going to go ahead and do that. He does have an Escadrille to Rapid Spin them away, but I can play around that. But no, he does actually reveal the rocks now. Do I want to get on mine if I'm just going to defog them away? Is he just going to Whirlwind again? I'm just going to set up my rocks because he might just Whirlwind if I do in fact pull the switch. He actually just goes for a Slack Off. So looking at it, I'm just going to U-turn out, go out into Ferrothorn and see what he wants to go for. Potentially a Whirlwind again, like I did mention. Yeah, just going to Whirlwind out. Whirlwinds me out into a Azumarill, which isn't the worst thing to Whirlwind me out into. I'm just going to go for the Waterfall. There's a whole lot of damage. He's just going to Whirlwind me out again. Back into Ferrothorn, which is unfortunate because it will be able to slack off right now. But this does give me a free switch into Latias, however, so this is fine. And I am just going to go for the defog, despite his obvious switching into his Tarento, or he could potentially go into his Fat Blissey. But I'm just going to go for the defog. I want them rocks out of there. He's actually going to go out into his own Ferrothorn, which is fine. I can just I can potentially go for the HP Fire. I'm pretty sure it doesn't kill. Could be running T-Wave, however. But I'm just going to click HP Fire, as it does 72%. Not bad, as he's actually just going to go straight for that knockoff. I do live, which is great. Knocks off my my Life Orb. And a HP Fire will be able to kill, but it could go out into his Blissey here. So I kind of want to go for the Roost. Predicting that Blissey is actually exactly what he wants to go into, his Pink Bitch. appropriately named, and I'm just going to go out into my Heracross now. Hopefully he's not running T-Wave, that would be really bad. Do I want to risk that? Or do I want... I'm just going to scout. I have to scout at this point. I could have gone out into my my Ferrophone, looking back at it. That would have been the better play, predicting the T-Wave, as that's exactly what he's running. But I can just use time to double back into... Could just double back into Latias right now, predicting the Hippo. That just goes for Protect, so that didn't work out too great for me, unfortunately. I'm not too sure I went for the Protect for, maybe Scout in me to be potentially choiced in some way, but what I'm going to do is just click Knock Off now. I really don't care if his own Ferrophone comes in. It actually just goes for Wish. Unfortunately I get paralysed, a little unfortunate, so now it will be able to actually pass the Wish to his Ferrophone. So I'm just going to pull a double into... No, is that the best play to make? I'll just go back out into Latias now, predicting the Pharaoh. He's actually, I'm pretty sure he's predicting me here. Pulls a double into his Tyranitar, predicting that, which is a nice play. And he's just going to be able to Pursuit Trap me, so that's a very nice play actually, predicting my double. It works out very nice for him. Not so great for me, as I should have just gone out into my Heracross, but I did change my mind unfortunately. And I just got popped by a very nice double on his half. So I'm just going to go for the CC, I have no reason not to, as he rings in his Fat Hippo. It does 42%, which is not bad at all. And another one, I'm not too sure on the roll, but hopefully this will be enough to take him out. Just going to go for it, and it is. So down goes one of his Fat Cores. And my Heracross is a huge threat to his team for sure. So in comes his Garchomp now. I am just going to make the switch into Landorus. Get off that Intimidate and see what he wants to go for. He actually reveals the sub. That's fine, I really don't mind too much. I can just go for the EQ now. He's probably going to sell for SC. No, just going to go for straight for that Dragon Claw, which is fine. I am bulky, I can eat them up. I'm not running HP Ice as you can see, but I can just keep spamming Earthquake at this point. It hits his whole team, so I really don't mind just going for that. It is the best place to go for. As he actually forfeits, which is a little unfortunate, so I mean, yeah, not the greatest game to end on, but we are approaching 28 minutes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I do apologise for not uploading uploading Pokemon content is what I'm trying to say. I do apologise for being away, but hopefully I can bring more, hopefully get a little bit higher on the ladder and bring more better battles. But if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.